You know security is hard, so let's assume we're probably gonna get pwned by noon. But if we all start to get the basics right, we might not fully get pwned until tonight. Oh my gosh, it's my buddy Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hey, how's it going?
I like to pretend it's like some sort of cheesy sitcom where we didn't know, just by happenstance we happen to both be here.
Pop in there, you know.
Pop in here, yeah, to hack something. And it looks like you're outside up against a brick wall, so that's good. You want to code or anything, or is it nice where you are, or what's going on?
Yeah, I just figured I'd just do it out here for a change of scenery.
Okay, all right, well that's fair.
Yeah, it's nice.
Welcome back, Paul. Welcome back, our friends, to another edition of Hacking Billy Madison. And I'm laughing about it.
Final episode.
This is it, friends. We're gonna actually. So I'm not gonna attempt to like totally retrace how we got to where we are, but I just want to give, like, in case somebody just stumbles upon this episode, they're like, "What's Billy Madison? What are we talking about?" What Paul and I have been working through over the past number of weeks is attacking a vulnerable virtual machine you can find on VulnHub, and it is called Billy Madison. So I think if I just search for Billy, we should be able to find it. There it is. So this is a virtual machine put together back in 2016. I thought it was just such a fun.
By you, right?
But yes, by me. So that's important to note for a couple reasons. One, a person with a normal brain should like just remember how they built a thing and then know how to deconstruct it or attack it. I don't. And so it's been fun to work with you and like figure out how do we like hack this thing. The main point of the VM, which we've explored in parts 1 through 3, there's a narrative here where the bad guy in the movie, because this is based on a movie, which, by the way, Paul, did you do your homework? Did you see Billy Madison before?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, let me just push. Where's the disconnect, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work. It's frozen. Okay.
I always forget to watch that great show, but someday.
But the bad guy in the movie is this guy here doing the weird sticking his tongue out here. That's Eric Gordon. In our version of this story, and the story that's tied to this virtual machine is that Eric has taken Billy's final homework assignment, which he needs to graduate, because Billy has to repeat K through 12 in a very short amount of time, and he has to like regraduate from high school. Then he can take over the hotel business from his dad. So Eric Gordon, in our story, or in our VM, he has taken Billy's final homework assignment, encrypted it or ransomed it basically, and is going to set up Billy to fail because he won't be able to turn in his homework and graduate. So that's been our goal. That's what we've been slowly like picking scabs, trying to get this virtual machine hacked so we can restore Billy's homework. And as you and I have found, it's been harder than probably any normal person would want it to be. So I won't go over everything that we discovered in this narrative. I'm just going to kind of give the Cliff's Notes version of where we're at as we jump into hopefully the final chapter today. And that is, we've I don't know, is readability wise, is that looking okay?
It looks good. Yeah,
it's okay. We have found a where we kind of left things. We found a note from Eric Gordon. There's EG. Where he made an account for himself on this machine where the homework is stored, and he's kind of gotten himself to the like he almost can't get access to that homework himself, and so the thing we had to do is figure out what Eric's SSH backdoor access. We had to figure out how to unlock that, so we ended up having to manually send an email through this system with a specific phrase. And this is from the movie. So we sent an email through that said, my kid will be a soccer player. And that opened up then a secret port on the VM where Eric could SSH in and I think have access to all his things, like Billy's homework. But the problem is we didn't know what that password was. And what we found is a Wi-Fi capture file that we could brute force to try to figure out what the Wi-Fi password was, because Eric says somewhere in here, I think he says like the password, I don't know. Some hint said basically if we cracked the Wi-Fi password, we would in turn know what Eric's SSH password is. So in another window, this is where we left off. We were running, let's see, can I see the command? Yeah.
Oh, on the cap file, right?
Yeah, we were running aircrack ng against this Wi-Fi capture file, and then checking it against the RockU word list to see if there was like a match in RockU for the Wi-Fi password. So,
hey, real quick, tangent town. So
Take
in
us
your in your day-to-day work, so how often do you still use RockU? I mean, do you use that a lot? Like when you're doing pen tests and stuff, is that still a good one to use?
That's a good question. I think I do. If we were like right now remoted into a network, like let's say this was our pen test jump box.
Yeah.
If I did get like a hash from something, I might run it through RockU just real quick just to see if it was like something easy, like password 1. But if it's like a decent password, it's gonna take, you know, a lot larger word list and some password like hashcat rules to really give that a good workout. So I've kind of Frankensteined a list of a bunch of word lists. The sec lists one that's pretty great. So right in the sec lists repo, they've got a passwords folder and they've got all this collection of different passwords. There's also the RockU 2021 list that you can get from a few different places. That's like several billion passwords. And then here's what happens.
Troy Hunt? Is this Troy Hunt's?
Troy, let's see. Troy Hunt, I can't remember.
Doesn't he have like this is a while ago. It made news, like 500 million, right? So
right. Yeah. And his, I think, were just the hashes were available, but you could kind of like try to, in fact, what I used to do, it's probably down now. There was this site hashes.org. Yeah. Not even. Hashes.org, I think it was, made like a crowdsourced project out of taking Troy Hunt's pwn to password list and cracking as many as possible. And I think they were up to like 90% So you used to be able to, download a raw TXT file of all those passwords. But the problem, at least for me, quickly becomes, imagine on your hard drive, you have a list of all these text files. You got the RockU word list. You got the Troy Hunt password list. Well, the problem is many of those lists are going to have duplicates in them. And so when you go to crack against that whole folder of word lists, you're going to be wasting processor power. So I talk about this on, in fact, I mean, you didn't ask for it, but I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion. Our good friend, don't I talk about, 7m.us. Hold on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Our good buddy, Joe the Machine Skeen, if you look at 7MS episode 474, he introduced me to a nice little free utility called Duplicate.
Nice.
So that will, and this README is great. This author goes through why deduplicating word lists is hard. This person's easily 15x smarter than me. So if you're into this stuff, you'll probably appreciate the whole explanation. But essentially, you run duplicate against a whole folder full of files, and it takes out all the duplicates and then gives you one master file with only unique entries. So that was a long answer to a short question, but that's what I have now is about a 20 gig word file. And I run against that. I'll just run straight up against it, and then I'll start introducing the different hashcat rules that take like the word password, and it swaps out A for @ and S's for $signs. It does like
Yeah.
the speak stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of how I approach it. But for this, for this particular one, when I was making this VM, it's like, I want people to
Everybody does rock you. Yeah.
everybody does rock you. So that's kind of where we left off, as we were trying to figure out the Wi-Fi password. And so AirCrack NG is one way to try to crack it. So from the tool feedback, we kind of see, it tells us, hey, what we've got in this file is a WPA handshake for an SSID called Eric Gordon. And then as you scroll down here, it starts running against that word list. So it was looking like the Matrix, right? It was trying all these combinations when we left on part 3. And now look at this. We come back. We did figure out Eric's cred. So Trisket asterisk. That's his password.
Got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so then I don't know if we did this on the fly or not, but when we nmapped, let's see, that might take too long to do. Well, I'll do it. I'm just going to run an nmap with tac. That is check all 65,000 plus ports, and then only return back to me the open ones. And hopefully this doesn't take too long, but what we were looking for is anything new that has popped up. So that email that we sent through the system on port 2525, I think it was supposed to open up. In fact, maybe let me just scroll up. Maybe we did already find it. It might be, let's see. Might have done that last time. Oh, I guess it's not in this window. Oh, is that not? Let's see. Is that
83%?
Oh, okay. So we're just about there. But it's a non-standard SSH port. So I think it shows up on like port, I don't know, some year, probably having to do with the
I know we talked about this before, but is there a command, or what is the command? I guess I could Google it or just do it real quick, but just for the video sake of it, to do just go by protocol. Can you do that, right? Do the port scan by protocol? I can't remember. I thought there was, right, which would be quicker, right, if you're looking for SSH.
Yeah, so you could do some things like to make it quicker, you could do just like just search by or just scan by TCP or UDP or both. What I chose, and one of the reasons it just took absolutely forever. Whoops, good Lord. Oh, did I do hold on a second. I think my bad. I'm sorry, Paul. I picked our whole sub.
Got it.
I was like, this really shouldn't be. I think it is .124, isn't it? Let's see. 124. Okay, this should not take as long now. I was like, what is all this stuff? It's really going to take 3 minutes. I don't think it's actually going to take that long. But so one thing that's taken so long is I chose, pick all ports, just because I kind of know that I'm going to be listening. I'm going to have a service on some non-standard port, but you could, like, if we just ran nmap space, an address or a subnet, it's going to check I think it's the most popular 1,000.
Top 1,000.
Yeah. And they keep like a little database right within a file in nmap. And I can't remember how they came up with that figure, but it's like, yeah, it's SSH, it's Telnet, it's FTP. But I'm doing everything because it said, hey, if you send this email through, you're going to get Eric's secret backdoor sauce. And I have a feeling, if I know how annoying I was trying to put this together, it's like, well, let's not make it a standard SSH. Let's make it, something funky.
Yeah. This is good though.
But
I thought the port knocking was good. I thought that was pretty cool. And then how you timed the server to just be up for 5 minutes or however long at the top of the hour, that was really cool,
Yeah, and whenever I worked on these when I was getting started in security, that was like one of my favorite things is and it's kind of a reward for rooting the box, right? Because then you can see all the behind the scenes stuff. So you can see the scripts that they
Yeah.
ran, you could kind of steal them. You can see the cron jobs that are running. Because I think that's what I'm pretty sure that's what I have for that whole like a port is open for 15 minutes and then off, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
So here's our new scan. So the thing, and in fact, I think 69 we found out was a port that had like a fake WordPress site on it. But we've got port 80, that's pretty standard. 139, pretty standard. 445, pretty standard. But 1974, not number one, not standard, and number two, that's new. That was not open before. So what we can do is like SSH Eric, because we know that's his username at 10.0.7.124, and then TAC P for the port. So 1974. Boom. And then what was it? It was Trisket
asterisk. Yeah.
lowercase, I think, right?
Yep.
Trisket asterisk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
We're in. We're in, but I don't think we were given any other let me just see. The last note we had. Okay, there was something about he had Privesk exploits, remember that we downloaded, but he said something like they're installed backwards. So that's weird. But I
I
think
don't remember this, by the way.
it's
You say
okay.
remember? I'm like, I don't remember, even if it's last month.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to remember one of the last little, breadcrumb from Eric's account was this note thing. That's what led us to sending that email. But this, I don't think we've come across the whole like what backwards means. But probably, I mean, let me just see what's in his. Okay, so right in his folder. There's a file called bowel movement and Eric's tongue animated. Now that I think that's this, I think. If I hold on, copy image link. Hold on a second. Oh, that's oh wait.
Can you just do a right click on it and then view and tab?
Open image.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, Madison Hotel is good as mine. What am I? Oh, I'm thinking of this one. Okay, sorry. My scroll up is not working. Hold on. Drag up. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Eric tongue animated. Oh, okay. So that kind of tells me then, whoops, let me just make this a little smaller. That kind of tells me that perhaps the directory we're in is also serving up web stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, for example, why 1974? Whoops. Just like a really basic way to check this, but let's just call that directly from here. No. Okay.
Can you cat it?
Yes. Yeah. Good call. Yep. Why 1974? Okay. Why 1974? Because okay. I think this is just a there's a part in the movie. Oh, I can't play the audio, and maybe this isn't going to work anymore. Gosh, Meta Cafe. This must have been before YouTube was.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't even get it. But you haven't seen the movie, but there's a scene where Billy and his friends are out messing around at like a McDonald's kind of thing,
right?
And one of them goes. And, one of them goes like, "Hey Billy, who would you rather do, Meg Ryan or Jack Nicholson?" And Billy goes, "Well, Jack Nicholson now or 1974?" And then Billy goes, 74, and he goes, Meg Ryan. And so this has to be that video. Billy Madison doing that with friends. So not pertinent to us figuring out how to hack the box, but context for port 1974. There we go.
Got it.
We figured it out. But the thing I think we were definitely interested in is the bowel movement file. Now, Okay, so what I'm thinking, let's see. So typically, so what I'm thinking to make it easier for me to grab this is let's put bowel movement in the web root. You know what I mean? So we can just
Mhm.
grab it from here. But I want to look at like typically Ubuntu boxes or whatever, the var www and then HTML. That's usually where. Oh, this is where this is the true. This is
Okay.
the true web root. So if I go like copy, let's see, home must be home Eric bowel movement. Copy that here. Oh, permission denied. Okay, doke. Can I sudo that? Oh, I can. Wait, did that work? Oh, that did work. Okay.
Hey, what'd you do
Yeah.
right there? Sudo
Oh,
exclamation exclamation. I've never seen that.
okay. Yeah, this is awesome. So sudo bang bang is repeat the command that I just did, but with superpowers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. See,
Jeez.
I mean, or you could have done this, right? Or
Yeah.
actually, it's funny. It shows up in your history too, but you could have done, just this, right?
Yeah, that's so funny. That's what I usually do after all these years. I I didn't know that command.
Oh, I bet whenever especially like if we're in training class or something, if I
Yeah.
show any keyboard shortcut, I love that like there's some ninja out there who's like, oh yeah, but what about this? Or what
Yeah.
about this shortcut? And I'm like, feed me more of that. I love that
Yeah.
so
That's
much.
great.
Okay, so I think then I can go bowel movement and it's completed. All right. So we've got it, but what I have absolutely no idea
And you
about.
couldn't cat it either? Inside there, you couldn't work with it?
Good call. You know what? That's a good idea. I did not try to cat it. Let's see. Oh, it's here now, right? Cat bowel movement. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Whoa. Okay. Um,
So gonna see if
so
sometimes when you look at files like that, then it says, it'll give you a hint, not really on purpose, but it'll tell you. I don't even know what that is.
yeah. To try to figure out like what the context of the
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe it needs to be renamed like a dot whatever,
right,
JPEG or.
right. Okay, let's see. Before we let me just do this. Let me go back to home Eric. That's where we landed. Okay, we looked at this. Eric being unimpressed, I think, is just okay. That's just a JPEG. So there may be a hint in these files, but also I'm gonna just look at I'm just gonna look at the root of the system to see if since now we can kind of see most of the file system anyway. Let's see, what is cat log.txt? What is that? This appears to be this appears to be a log of here's us. This appears to be a log of SSH connections, I think. Excuse me. So that's maybe not, pardon me, I got the yerps. That appears to not be worth getting too lost over. But there is hello. Private, yes, please. Now watch, we won't be able to get in there. Okay. Okay.
Oh, maybe do the I don't know the command, but see what the permissions are for that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm
Because then if you did the permissions for that, then you might be able to figure out the user if we don't already know the user. I can't remember. Oh, we're Eric already, so.
yeah. God, I'm admittedly I'm like super rusty on let's see if I go like 8 let's see. Is it like
ALS, try that.
yes on private
Hmm.
permission tonight? Oh, what about sudo ls private? Oh, okay.
Huh.
And there's
Hint. Nice.
bowel movement again and hint. Okay, so sudo cat private hint. Whoops. txt. Okay. I called the file bowel movement because it has the same initials as Billy Madison.
Yeah.
That truly cracks me up. LOL. LOL. I always forget the password, but it's here. Oh, jeepers. Okay. Okay, I called the file bowel movement. Okay, we already downloaded that.
Yeah.
So that truly cracks me up. Truly, that's not how you spell that, is it? Truly cracks me up.
I think it's right.
Truly doesn't
No.
have truly doesn't have an E. Truly crack. Oh, memories, right? 2016 Brian's memory is like I'm still got
Truly.
fragments here. Truly cracks me up. That is like an encryption hint, like true what is it? True is there something called true crack? Yes. True crack is a brute force password cracker for TrueCrypt volumes.
Oh, no way. I didn't know I had that.
I am definitely feeling like, and I might just verify
Wow.
the README. I am definitely feeling like, yeah.
So this is a TrueCrypt volume. I didn't even know they had that.
Yeah. So let me see if it looks like it's built into True. Oh, let me just see. True Crack. Okay, it's not installed. Do we want to install it? Yes. Okay. Uh-oh. I got broken packages. Okay, we'll do fix broken install. And we'll pray to the God of skinny pumps that does fix our issue. I don't know if you've had to mess with on Linux much, but
yeah.
it doesn't work.
So TrueCrypt, you remember what it went to? It was really good, and then they branched it, and I used it because I had a Pro or a Windows Home laptop, and I installed the branch of it. It was VeraCrypt.
VeraCrypt, yes.
Yeah, so
okay.
That one seems to be pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah, TrueCrypt was weird how they just remember how it just shut down real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And it was something like Gibson on Security Now used to be like a big fan of it, and then I feel like they had an audit of their security, and I don't know.
A lot of people I saw, this is what 20 years ago. Anyway, they were saying that maybe Microsoft or somebody just told them like, "Hey, you got to shut down," and then because it was just they were gone.
It seemed like it got weird.
Yeah, it got really weird. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
VeraCrypt and VeraCrypt's open source too, I think, right? So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, okay, so there's bowel movement. So I think, let's see, for a dictionary tag, true crack, tac T, the volume, and then a dictionary. Oh, let's try it. True crack, tac T, bowel movement, W, what is it? User, share, word lists, rock, U. Try it. I have no idea what the speed of.
Oh, while we're on that, I just looked up Truly or Truly, the way the incorrect way it is. Truly is not an alternative spelling. The way I'm like Truely, so don't spell it that way.
Oh, okay. You specifically got schooled.
I'm like, I think that's right. That's totally wrong.
Yeah.
You shouldn't post this episode. Just cut that out.
Just cut that out. Yeah. I didn't know there was gonna be a spelling challenge. I just thought it would all be hacking stuff.
When are they gonna do that? Introduce spell correction in terminal,
Right. Oh, there is maybe somebody, I don't know if and I didn't see there was some chat stuff. I haven't been let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, Shadow Shell's here. So in the chat, if you see where it says Shadow Shell's here, so Shadow Shell's just it just finished our light pen test.
Oh, right on.
And apparently wasn't sick of hacking or me, which God bless you, Shadow Shells. That's saying something.
Right on.
Okay, well, you know what might be, if that's gonna take a spell, might be a good opportunity just to break and hear from our sponsor. Otherwise, let me just I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to look and see if like somebody else used a different utility that maybe, I don't know, cracks faster. Okay. Oh, somebody used, oh, you mentioned VeraCrypt. So somebody used
VeraCrypt on it.
wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. I'm off base here. Because I wasn't paying attention to, where is it? Is it here? Wait, where's that hint? I always forget the password, but it's here. I totally skipped a step.
Oh.
So what there's
so we're not even cracking it. We're just going to open it with that file.
Well, I think reason I think I'm off base. Oh, okay. I already donated. Tee. I really should. Do you ever feel bad, Paul, every year when you use Wikipedia and they're like, for the love of everything good, if just like 0.0001% of you would give $1, we'd fund this thing for infinity.
Yeah.
And I'm still just like, close the window. But I think what they're saying is the password is some word that's in here. So what we need to do is run a scraper to pull down, right?
Yeah.
And make a word list of all this. Now, how do we do that? I don't remember. You got ChatGPT handy? Can you ask it how to like build a word list off of a website? Otherwise, I'm gonna look at my pen test notes. I'm pretty sure I've got a thing. I want to say one of our like fuzzing utilities will do it, or not fuzzing utilities, but
there was a program. It was like something Ninja or
yes.
You remember that?
Yes, something Ninja. Digital Ninja. Digity.
Yeah.
Digity. No, not Diggity.
Diggity.
Ninja word list. I'm not gonna do it. No, not that. Oh, Digi Ninja. Word list. Oh, that's it. You're right. Yeah, Kewl.
There it is. Yeah, KEWL. Yeah.
Good call. Now let me just check. That might be built right into what I'm pretty sure Callie has that. Kewl. Yeah.
Oh, it's CEWL. Yes, I remember that. Because I was doing Mr. Robot one, and I when you scrape the site, the Wikipedia, it missed the actual password on there. But anyway, yeah.
That's it. So okay, missing an argument, try help. Okay, hold on. I think this is pretty basic. I think you tell it like how deep you want it to go. So okay, so depth to spider 2. Okay, so we're just gonna take the vanilla, like I guess depth 0 or 1.
Yeah.
I'll try 0. I don't know if we need much else. Although we probably need to.
I would think you did a basic, made it easier, but you never know.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're thinking back then.
Okay, and then this, I think. So we need to do the scrape and then write it out to a file. Let me just try that. So I think Kewl, what is it? Tech, is it D? D for depth. I'm gonna just try 0. I'm gonna feed it. Oh, where did that go? That opened up a new window. Okay. Let's just try that. And then write out to, I'll just call it Kewl Billy. TXT. I don't know if that's gonna be the one. Billy. Oh yeah, dude. I think that did it.
Awesome.
So it pulled scraped the whole site and just made a word list out of it. So some of it looks mangled, but I think that's cool. Okay, I think it's got the goods. So let's get a little space here. Let's go back to where's that true crack thing? Okay. Yeah, let's crack again, but with the word list of Kewl Billy. And if it just stalls, then we'll take our commercial break. But that doesn't seem to be like. Goody. The word is execrable. Is that a word?
Oh gosh.
Execrable. It means extremely bad or unpleasant. Okay.
Oh.
Example: an execrable cheap wine. Huh.
Hmm.
What do you know? Okay, so goody for that, right? But now, how does one open?
Oh,
You want
maybe you have to install TrueCrypt and then just put the password in,
Yes, sir.
Or
That's right.
TrueCrypt or VeraCrypt, one of those that would work.
Okay, tell you what, let's do this because we're doing pretty good for time. I think this is like the last thing we need to do, but we also have a word from our sponsor, our friends over at our good friends at Blumira. There we go. I figured it out. So why don't we roll the commercial for Blumira? Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back, see if we can't bust open this encrypted container and save Billy's homework. Okay.
All right.
So don't go anywhere, Paul. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Today's episode of the 7-Minute Security Podcast is brought to us by our friends over at Blumira. And boy, do we love Blumira. It wasn't too long ago we started a podcast series called Desperately Seeking a Super SIM for SMBs. Because everybody needs to be watching their network and Active Directory and knowing and getting alerting when things go bump in the night. And from that series, someone from Blumira reached out and said, well, we're an awesome SIM and we love SMBs. Have you ever heard of us? You want to give us a try? Want to give us a spin? And I said, yes, I want to literally give you a spin in my Light Pentest Light training environment, where all we do, me and the students, all we do every day, all day is beat the heck out of a network and punch Active Directory in the face over and over again. And Blumira was like, yeah, fine, spin up a trial. Let's see how it goes. And oh my gosh, we got all sorts of helpful alerts on things that we actually cared about happening in the environment. Not too many. We weren't getting alert fatigue. We were getting just the right amount of alerts. And maybe the best thing out of that experience was that I got so excited about the alerts, I went to Blumira and I said, oh, it would be cool if you could alert on a couple of other things like AS rep roasting and maybe if someone flipped the wdigest flag on an endpoint so that attackers were able to scrape creds in clear text out of memory. I mean, that's something that shouldn't be happening on the average business day. So wouldn't it be sweet if you could detect that? And not too long after that conversation, they had built detections for both those things. And that's the kind of relationship you want with your SIM service provider. You want to be able to go to them with ideas. You want to be able to take results from a pen test and say, hey, our pen testers did these 12 things. You alerted on 4 of them. Why is that? And if they kind of dismiss you or chuckle or say, let us secure explain to you while you're a moron. If they do any of that, you probably want to tuck tail and run. And I would invite you instead to go talk to my friends over at Blumira, who are very SMB friendly. I really like the whole crew over there. You've heard some of their featured interviews on the podcast. And I really can't recommend them enough. So go check out their SIM plus XDR solution today. Visit blumira.com/7ms to get started. Okay, Paul.
Right.
Here's what I'm gonna try, because I know from playing with VeraCrypt on other VMs that sometimes the newest version of VeraCrypt will just poop itself when you try to open up an ancient container.
An older one, yeah.
So I know just from this page, right? This was built in fall of 2016. So I'm going to grab a version from around that time and we'll just see if we can get it to work. The other thing I might do, Raspbian, I'm not really 100% sure which one I need here. The other thing I might do that might make my life easier is
TrueCrypt still available in an older repository or anything? That might be easier.
Download Linux. TrueCrypt71a.com. I don't know about that. Oh, well, that seems fishy, right?
Yeah.
But this is a temporary VM. I'm just going to go to it just to see if it looks. Oh, We offer it as is. I don't claim any rights to it. This is not a fork, but the distribution of the product under. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
I think I remember hearing something about this, but I don't know about this website though.
right. I might just give me like just a second. I have a Windows VM from our lab open that I was installing a bunch of other garbage to. I might just check this out. And let's see, LinkedIn user. I don't know if that's still you, Shells, that says Blue Mirror sounds legit, but it gets my vote. I really do like it. It's nice they're a partner that, wants to partner with us, but I don't recommend them through gritted teeth, right, Paul? Or it's like, it's really great.
Yeah,
It's very secure. I do like the performance of what they provide. Okay, give me just a second. I got it open. I've actually got the Windows download is pretty much done. Let me just drag this over here. Okay. I got the whatever it is, 1.8 or whatever it was. I was trying to, or 1.18, something like that. Okay, let me bring this. Do you see this?
Yep.
Do you see this here? Okay. I don't know that I can, I can make it a little bigger. Okay, so, I guess it should be it. Crypt, 1.18. Okay. Okay, and I copied over, there's bowel movement. So I think what we can do is just pick any drive. I guess let's do B for Billy. And we will mount, here we go. We will mount bowel movement. Okay. And
maybe just hit mount and it'll ask
mount. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. And it was EX.
Oh, I don't even remember.
C.
Executable.
Executable. Here we go. Exec, like crack map exec. Rebel.
All right.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Exec rebel. Okay. And go. Come on, baby. This would be such perfect timing. Hopefully there's not some other godforsaken puzzle to get the paper back, but
this is a lot. That's taken a long time.
This has
super encrypted. I don't know.
Yeah, every level of our journey has been, and I did
what?
See what? No. I know. Okay, I know the password was right, but let me exec rebel. Okay, just going to copy and paste. Just to completely eliminate the possibility of a fat finger situation. Let's try that again. Oh, geez. Yeah. See now. Oh, okay. I got it. All right. Paste a root. Oh, TrueCrypt mode.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yes. Let's try that. I'm like 99.9% sure I didn't fat finger the.
And hit that display password too.
The
checkbox.
Oh, yeah.
Never gonna see that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, by the way, sorry, quick tangent. Well, let's see if this works, and then I'll tangent you. Speaking of this, bullets. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait. Maybe.
Double click on it.
This PC mounted B drive for Billy. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Now, is this gonna have?
Yeah.
Can I just, for the love of everything nice, can I just extract without a password?
Wow.
Oh,
Paul. Oh wow. Good job.
Oh, Paul, we did it. Unless this has like a password on it too. Oh, there we go. There's Billy's. Wow. There is Billy's final paper. Paul, you don't know this because you've not seen the movie, but there is a scene where Billy has an academic decathlon with the bad guy, Eric Gordon. Right. And it's like kind of a what is it? Sort of like a Jeopardy thing. They have a board of topics to pick from, and the final like speech they all have to give in front of a big audience is they each pick they pick the topic that the other one must speak about. And so Eric picks for Billy something like to do like a 2-minute speech off the top about the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
So this is Billy, and he basically compares it to a story that he was told in kindergarten. And so it does like kind of the montage scene where like a lot of time has passed.
Yeah.
And then he concludes with, so you see, the puppy was like industry in that they were both lost in the woods, and nobody, especially the little boy, society, knew where to find him, except that the puppy was a dog, but the industry, my friends, that was a revolution. And they pan to the audience, and the audience has no reaction whatsoever. And then he just goes, Nib High football rules, and then the audience goes nuts. But it's so like relatable. I when I see that scene, I have flashbacks of like speech class in high school where it's like you have to argue some point with no prep. I'm like, forget it. I just diarrhea in the pants. I'd rather diarrhea my pants in front of people than have to like off the top just try to sound intelligent about.
Back then. Now you're good. Yeah.
Well, if you ask
a
me
lot of talks and everything like that, you seem like you're on a.
If it's something I'm sort of familiar with,
true.
yeah, but otherwise, like forget it. Okay, that's awesome. We did it. Let me just see what was the end. Whoops, we already got that. What's the end? Hopefully, it really is the end. Congratulations. Hope you had fun. Wow. Oh yeah, and then I would ask people to write in and have this as a subject line. So I had like a little email filter that would like.
Oh, that's good.
Bring this to the top of the box, and it was fun. People were not shy about saying like enthusiastically if they liked it, or if they're like a little bit too much brute forcing for me, or I wish it had this or that. And it's kind of like, well, can't keep everybody happy, but
yeah, that's pretty cool though that they did actually communicate to you, email you.
Yeah. Okay, so since we just have one more minute, just let me tangent you with one thing. We'll see if I can get this to work. Have you maybe seen in some sort of application, just like we did, where like you, let's see, can I maybe just try to mount again? Let's see. Yeah. Mount. Okay. Oh, it's already mounted. All right. Let me do this. Where's this? Oh, dismount. Okay. Now we'll mount. You ever seen something where like this? You're in like an application or like maybe an antivirus agent or something where you can see the config, but the password is like bulleted out like this.
Yeah.
And all you could do really is like, let's just say that display password did not exist. It's just like a read only box. You can't see what the password is. Our good friend Hacker Novice, who hangs out with us in Slack, he taught me. Let me turn off. Let me just turn off antivirus so it doesn't lose its mind. We were working on a project together where we were looking at the agent configuration for something, and it had a box like this where it's like, here's like a API key or an admin key. Okay,
yeah,
it's dotted out. He was like, oh, just go to, let's see, just go to Nearsoft, download Bullets password. What is it? Bullets pass view. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, watch this. Hopefully it's going to work on this. Maybe there's conditions it doesn't happen, but where is it? Download. There we go. Okay, just extract this guy. All right. Okay, so I think this will be my only other time using it besides the project we worked on. But so you get the window open, right? Bullets pass view. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Hey, you know what? How about running that
shut off? Didn't I shut off?
like a compatibility mode or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, maybe did I not?
I thought you did, but maybe you turned it back on.
Shoot, did it eat this now? Probably ate it. Probably can't even use it. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Check that out. So that's the unmasked password. Paul is really neat.
Oh, that's cool.
So he did that on a project we were working on, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like we saw that, and I was like, my mind's like, okay, so maybe in the registry, maybe you can pull it out of memory, and he's just like, hold on, just check this out, and I'm like, what?
No, that's good.
clearly it's good that Windows Defender is like, I'd rather have you not, but if
Yeah.
you need it from some application, that may work for you, which I guess makes sense, right? The password really is there. It's just not there.
Yeah.
So I can't explain why that works. I don't know. Like,
No, that's good. I was thinking how like scammers could use it, like, "Hey, go ahead and type in your password. I can't see it," and then they type it in, but they actually can on the other side or something,
right?
on their
Probably.
screen. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, and Tim, our buddy Tim says hi. Hi, Tim. All right. Well, Paul, we did
Hey,
it.
real quick.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
so we got
Anything to plug?
who
Anything to
was no for you. Who was in the class you just got done? Shadow
the
Shells,
shadow
right?
show? Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
class did you just get done doing? You did another
Paul.
class, right?
We did. Sadly, and I really do mean I really do mean this sadly. Like, sadly, it's the last class of the year. But if you go to 7MinSec, and I think our friend Tim has taken this as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, not 7MinSec Live, but if you go to 7MinSec training, we do a 3-day, half day each day pen test class where we teach you how to do pen testing of Active Directory. There's like a whole, you're gonna look at the little video. I've also got the kind of the syllabus here if you want to look through exactly what we go through. But yeah, we're all done for 2023, but looking to schedule something probably into Q1 in 2024. So if anybody watching,
Nice.
or you know somebody you want to refer to, please send them our way. We'd love.
And you just finished up today. Was your last day for this class that Shadow Shells was in?
Yeah, right. And I do really seriously, like, I get to it's so fun because on by day, let's see, do I have it broken up? Yeah. By day, like coming into day 3, we've found a way to get to domain admin, and we kind of spend the day like abusing domain admin a bunch of different ways. But it's real fun, and I tell students, and I mean it wholeheartedly, like, I'm sad to end class because it's been such a good time, especially like a lot of students will share, well, what about, have you done it this way, or I saw this, we can all learn from each other, so it's just a blast. And you've been through, in fact, I think I credited you went through this newest version of the course. You helped me clean up stuff that didn't work, iron out typos, all that. So thank you for that. And anytime you want to come and formally,
I do. Yeah, for sure I
open.
do. I want to get that formal certification, but just going back through it, that's 3 days. But yeah, definitely it'll be worth it.
Awesome. Well, let's see. I didn't see any other questions come through, but thanks everybody for joining. We're here, or at least I'll be here. I will take Paul as co-host anytime, Paul. Awesome, I can't remember what we have coming up, but we do have. Oh, let me plug one thing, Paul. Sorry, I don't have it on the calendar. If I look at 7minsec.com/live, I should put it out in the future. I usually am kind of admittedly not on top of the schedule, but what are we on? Episode 598 teaser. Ooh. Episode 606, which is kind of like 404, not found. It's kind of a significant number. What? Episode 606, if you hopefully you remembered your game for it, you, me, and our friend Bjorn of OWASP Juice Shop fame, we're going to start a series, Hacking OWASP Juice Shop 2024 edition. And I'm so excited. So Bjorn will join Paul and I, at least for the first one, to just help us get set up with OWASP Juice Shop. And if you're like, Brian and Paul, what in the heck? Oh, what's up, Juice Shop? Oh, what's up, Juice Shop? We're talking about this, a intentionally vulnerable web application that you can get up and going very quick, and it's full of like OWASP level vulnerabilities. And it's I did a series about this many years ago, and that's how I came to know Bjorn. And he's baked so many vulns in this thing now that I probably won't even recognize it. But he's going to get us started, like installing it and starting to hunt for the first few vulns. And then Paul, we'll just take it from there. Like if we're like, hey, we dig it and people dig it, we'll do some some editions where we're just like the thing with OS Juice Shop is that one of your first challenges is finding a scoreboard, and that will show you all the things you can unlock. So that'll give you and me some direction.
Yeah.
Well, let's try to. That one looks easy. Let's try to find.
And this is all web. This is all for web, right? So if going through
web.
this, it'll help you in your career cybersecurity for secure for like web apps, right?
Yeah, and you can. We'll get like OWASP, Zap, the Z attack proxy, or maybe we'll pull down Burp. I think Bjorn said when he was designing all this, he didn't even use like a proxy. He just used maybe debugger, like Chrome debugger tools.
Oh wow.
So he's a ninja, whatever. He's not human. He's half robot. That's fine.
Yeah.
We love him. But maybe we'll just, we'll get one of those community edition tools. You don't have to get Pro, I don't think, to find any of his vulnerabilities, but that should be a good time. So that's coming up in episode 606. So I hope people.
So that's January? Do you know exactly the date? Oh, you did send me a calendar invite on that. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. It's January something. It'll be a Thursday, as I search my calendar real quick for that could be January 11th, 111, 111.
Got it.
2024. Yeah. So
another significant number, right? Yeah, the 606.
Right. Now 111 will be at episode 606. And I totally dropped the ball. I was going to try to get, I think I was talking to you. I was going to try to get like some famous person on episode 600, and I haven't been able to do it. So
yeah, hit up John again.
Maybe I could.
It's a whole year.
Right? 2 weeks.
Things have changed.
Right. So I got 2 weeks to do it. Oh, would it be Thanksgiving? It would be a week after. I might do that. That was really fun. He's awesome.
Oh, John Strand, by the way, from Black Hills Information.
That's who you were talking about, right? Get John.
Yeah. I mean, just in case the people listening or
we're thinking you meant John Johnson, my dad, the retired pilot.
John, get your dad on.
He would love to be on. If you want to hear flying stories, he'd love.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. Thanks so much, Paul. Thanks everybody, and hope to see you again real soon.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right, see ya. Bye-bye. You've been watching or listening to 7 Minute Security, a weekly podcast focused on pen testing, blue teaming, and building a career in security. For more episodes like this, visit 7ms.us. And for information about our consulting services, visit 7minsec.com.